Hey Taurus, it's tarot time. My name is Kelsey and this is going to be your tarot reading. If you're not a Taurus and you're watching this video, you can look at your birth chart and find what house Taurus is placed in. Every house represents a different area of your life, so if you receive this reading through the lens of that area of your life, you'll find that it resonates a lot more. Since this is a timeless reading, if the title resonates with you, then this is probably going to be the reading for you. I'm saying probably to invite you to please use your intuition, and if the first card resonates with you, then this is probably going to be the reading for you as well. So I'm going to start shuffling and let's see what your first card is. Okay, so it looks like you're leaving a situation. It feels reluctant. It feels bittersweet. It feels a little bit, well, it feels a little bit reluctant, but there's also a sense of relief, a sense of catharsis. You may have wanted to leave, but you haven't made the move, but then something happened where you were forced to leave. It feels a little bit like a blessing in disguise kind of thing where you're really upset about it, but it also feels like there's a silver lining here that you may or may not see, and I really encourage you to focus on this silver lining. I feel like there is a timeline where you can be super divinely guided in this, and you can make this into the best possible outcome, because I feel like it's almost like there's something that can be waiting for you if you want it to. So really just go inward within yourself and figure out if there's a path that's calling to you that you may not have been able to access or step onto or say yes to, but now you have the space in your life to get onto that path. So your next card is the Sun card. It does feel like there is a optimistic, divinely guided energy that's available to you if you so choose. The way that you choose to turn to this energy is make sure that you are staying true to yourself, yes, but also I would try to see the glass as being half full. I don't want you to ignore bad feelings, but it's almost like if you feed the optimism, if you feed the radiance, if you feed the positivity, if you just notice when you feel good and keep doing those things and keep going down that path that makes you feel good, more is going to come to you. So really just focus on how you feel and make sure that you love how you feel, and then life will orient itself in a way that you love, because what you focus on grows, and so the frequency that you are most consciously stepping into over and over again is going to be the frequency that prevails throughout your future. And I would choose gratitude, I would choose love, I would choose one of the high vibrational divinely guided frequencies, basically gratitude or love. So yes, make sure that you are, I would just really intentionally lean into gratitude and lean into love. I feel like when it comes to talking about it, gratitude is a lot easier of an access point because love has so many definitions, so many like everybody thinks love is a different thing, but I feel like gratitude is a lot more of a practical and tangible frequency. So I would, if I were you, really, really lean into gratitude right now, because I would love for life to reward you with more opportunities to be grateful, So that's all that I have to say about the Sun card. I'm going to keep shuffling. Okay, here is all of your anxiety, all of your, your doubt, your stuff. So we're gonna use this Six of Cups in reverse as an opportunity to get into the bottom of the deck. So with the Two of Swords, you may be required to do some shadow work right now. A lot of the time when we are on a path, we do so because it's nice to, go with the steps of the path. Like if you're on a path that has been strategically laid out for you or has already been planned by another force, it's nice because you don't really have to get to know yourself. And getting to know yourself is a lot of effort, Doing the shadow work and doing all this stuff is a lot of effort that society doesn't necessarily reward us for. So we're not taught to, and so it's we don't naturally go into it. So I'm mentioning this because I'm saying that it would be a good time to go into some shadow work. If you notice fears come up, make sure, the thing with fear is that if you live out the fear once and then you say no and then you lean into gratitude, then you've transmuted it and it's good. But if you suppress it and uh like you just your mind hits a fearful situation and then you suppress it and you're like, no, that's not going to happen to me, you're actually giving it more power. And so that's when you would do the shadow work and feel out the situation, let it play out completely in your mind, and then lean into gratitude. That's the way to really transmute it. So make sure that you're transmuting all of your energy and integrating completely with your shadow, because you don't want to accidentally manifest something that can just be prevented by doing your shadow work. So if you're noticing all of these like bad karma situations happening to you, that's when you should lean into shadow work, because the frequencies that you would clear out through shadow work, they would no longer linger into your field and they would no longer be attracting all of these bad karma situations. Oh, good. Beneath the Two of Swords is the King of Cups. The thing about the King of Cups is that I mean, he or she, is completely, or any gender, all the genders, is completely integrated with their energy, and is completely one energetically. So that's really good because that's the goal of shadow work. So, that gives me a lot of reassurance with your timeline and the way that the energy is playing out for you. With the Page of Wands, it feels like there is some creative venture or some new way of manifesting, some new thing that you are going after. It could be a relationship, it could be a work thing, it could be even just, health or your appearance, or, a new way of parenting, or it's a new category of life that you are pouring your energy into with your newfound space that you didn't before have. And it feels very optimistic, it feels playful, it feels lighthearted, it feels nice. So keep doing that. Anything is possible. So if you want to go into a area of your life but you immediately feel like it's not possible for you, I really encourage you to look at that again, and also surround yourself with people who that has happened for, so that you can really truly feel like it is possible for you. Because if you can think of it, it's probably going to be possible. I mean, within reason, probably going to be possible. So make sure that you are focusing on your belief system and make sure that you don't have any limiting beliefs, like the classic ones, like I can be pretty and smart, or I can have a really nice career and a really nice relationship, and, have whatever it is that you're meant to have. So I would really encourage you to look at your limiting beliefs as well, to make sure that you're not sabotaging yourself in any way in that area, and really focus on seeking out people who have everything that you want so that you can really prove to yourself that it is possible. Because then, you know, if it's possible for them, then you can feel how they move energetically, and you can feel the frequencies beneath that, and then you will subconsciously start to be like them, because, you know, the 5 people who you surround yourself with most are the people who you are most like. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean that you are around them in person. They could just be public figures. But make sure that you are, you know, around them more than you are around people who make you feel like you're being limited. So if you're, you know, like reading books all the time and like searching stuff online, being immersed in a public figure's energy online all the time over being around people who are making you feel limited, I would really encourage that right now, because you're in a time where you are very malleable, and it would be really nice to mold yourself into the best version of yourself and really take advantage of this newfound space that you have, that has been created from this, you know, leaving of a situation. I would, so whenever you think back to the situation that you have left, and you think back to, you know, your newfound freedom and your newfound your new path, I feel whenever you think back onto that, and you know that it's like a wound that's being hit again. I feel this reoccurring feeling of a spike of fear and a spike of anxiety. And if I were you in that moment, I would lean into gratitude and be like, okay, wait, what am I grateful for? You know, because gratitude is a really powerful transmuter, and once you're in a state of gratitude, it also opens you up to so many new ideas, and it also erases all of your fear and all of your anxiety. Because, you know, when you're in a state of fear and anxiety and you try to think of new ideas and you try to think of what you should do next, all you come up with are situations that make you feel more fearful and more anxious. So the number one thing that I would do when I, you know, when I see the state that I'm in, and I feel that anxiety and I feel that fear of, oh my gosh, I'm in this new territory and I don't really know what I'm doing, lean into gratitude and, you know, list out some things that you're grateful for, and you'll find that your frequency really transmutes. And then when you're in that state of gratitude, then you can think of the new ideas and the new paths that you want to go on to. So honestly, I really have nothing else to say about your situation. It seems like I have given you all the help that I can think of to give you at this very moment in time. So I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next month. Bye, Taurus.